Hi. It is the Henry Golden Boy rifle. Lever action rifle. As you see, that's a lever. See that? Lever action. It is 357 and 38 special. Those of you who have been with me since day one, by which I think I mean 3 of you, will know that this was already included in one of my videos. The video I did for the big bore revolver, which is also 357 and 38, I got this because I had this, and because cowboys, such as myself, appreciated being able to share a cartridge between their rifle and their pistol. Because that made sense, because the less you had to carry on your horse on the range, the more your horse would like you. This does hold 10 rounds, and you can load it through here if you want to, but why would you want to? But let's do one just to display. Look at that. That's how it loads. But why would you want to do that when you can use this lovely loading gate? Because that's how real men load their rifles. I am shooting some 38 specials, Federal first, so nice round nose bullets. That is 3. One of the limitations of the lever action rifle, I'm not keeping track, I can't talk and count at the same time, is that it can't use pointy tip bullets. And the pointy tip bullets are the ones that you get like accuracy over range. These round nose bullets are never going to have that kind of accuracy over long range. But you can't have that in this system, in this tube magazine, because you can't have the pointy tip of one bullet touching the primer of the bullet in front of it. What happens when you shoot? They all go off at the same time with results that are not in your favor. So you gotta have the round nose or the flat nose bullets, and those are essentially pistol cartridges, although they do make rifle cartridges that way. Of course, you do mess up your pretty black loading gate. There's no getting around that. Okay, I'm going to call that 10, and we're going to do 10 of the 38 specials downrange using our buckhorn sights. That's 10, right? Did I fit an 11, or did I not count? Wow, I'm good at this, aren't I? That did pretty good, as you would expect. Okay, well, let's talk about this guy a little bit more, and then we'll come back and shoot some 357s, some mighty 357 Magnums. It is the Henry Big Boy Brass Rifle. It is 38 special and 357 Magnum. They make these also for 44 Magnum / 44 special and 45 Colt. This is not to be confused with the Golden Boy rifle, which is what I called it initially in the first video, and it's dark now, so I can't reshoot it. That is a 22. That was Henry Repeating Arms' first foray into the lever action world. The present Henry Repeating Arms company has nothing to do with the original Henry. The original Henrys were made by New Haven Arms Company. Benjamin Tyler Henry developed the original Henry and sold them from 1862 to 1864. Henry Repeating Arms bought that name and started making these rifles in 1996. And they are going strong, and as well they should. It is lever action. Oh man, I have to show you this. I mean, even like everything about this is beautiful, right? From the octagonal barrel to the little brass bead right there on the sight. There's like gold leaf in the lettering. They just worked, did everything right with this one. The buckhorn sights, which are a little bit of a bugaboo for me, they're fine. I'm just not used to them. They are reversible. If for some reason you don't like that white diamond, you can flip them over, and they are adjustable. American walnut. The wood, just absolutely gorgeous. Everything about it is gorgeous, and it is such a pleasure to own and pleasure to shoot. You can load like this. Henry was famous for many years for not having a loading gate. The original Henry didn't have a loading gate, so like, we're not going to do it either, because the original ones didn't have it. But they finally gave in, and thank goodness for that. They still make some of the classic models, what they call them, that do not have a loading gate. And you'll note, this is such a beautiful canvas right here. It's so hard, brass is so beautiful, and it's so hard to keep it clean and polished, and of course I want to. They make all sorts of commemorative Henrys, from like first responders to different branches of the military to, I mean, all sorts of stuff, and all sorts of great artwork on it. And you can see why. This is such a beautiful canvas. I kind of want to put my thumbprint on it. No, it drives me crazy. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. I did mention that one of the limitations of this kind of rifle is that you can't use pointy bullets. Like this is just a 303, for example. If you had these up against each other, and you're essentially pressing a striker into the primer every time you fire it. Hornady, I understand, does make a round called the Lever Revolution, which is a high-power centerfire cartridge with a pointy tip, but that tip is polymer. And so you can press it as much as you want with whatever force behind it you want into another cartridge from behind, and it's not going to set it off, which is really cool. Also, there are lever action rifles now that have removable box magazines, so you can use those high-powered pointy tip bullets. Lever actions are enjoying a bit of a resurgence right now. Several new models have come out in the past of just few years. Many of the major manufacturers are making them again. And the reasons for this are many, but one of them is that it is becoming increasingly tenuous to own the scary black rifles in some parts of the country, the ARs and the AKs, because they're, magazine capacity restrictions, because they're semi-automatic, mostly because they're scary and black. And this is none of those things. It's not going to hold more than 10 rounds. It's not. So it's single action because it's lever action. You got to cock it every time, and it's not black and scary. There's nothing scary about it. This is the friendliest, most happy-looking firearm you will ever see in your life. Of course, Henry and the other manufacturers do make nice, scary black versions of lever action guns now too, because some people just can't stand not having their gun being scary and black. I understand that. To each their own. We did shoot some 38 specials first. Let's go shoot some 357s and see how those feel. We have returned. That was indeed 11 shots. I counted. So I guess it'll hold 11 38 specials. It will only hold 10 of the 357 Magnums. I'm shooting some Magtechs that are semi-hollow point, I guess. Those definitely aren't going to be pressing against the primer of the bullet in front of them. In the magazine, I've already loaded it with 10. You're going to have to trust me. Let's do the 10 of the Magnums. That's 10, right? That time it was 10. Okay, that was nice. Those 38 specials certainly felt very soft, and I definitely more kick from the Magnums, as one would expect, but nothing like shooting it out of a pistol. Okay, let's go see how we did. Sure. Okay, our 38 specials pretty much hit where I was aiming, more or less. And the Magnum shot a little lower. Isn't that interesting? That's probably just me getting used to the buckhorn. I don't fire buckhorn sights very often. That's these things. And so every time I shoot them, I kind of have to relearn how to do them a little bit, but that's okay. It's a wonderful rifle. It's great. I mean, it's never going to have the long range accuracy of something that is shooting those pointy bullets, but I don't care. It's great. And certainly all those cowboys in the movie shot this with unerring accuracy, right? If they were the good guys.